What's up, guys? Well, if you've been using Ubuntu recently, any version from 11.04 and later, you may have been experiencing some of the frequent bugs that a lot of people have been complaining about with the 3D graphics performance and compiz, specifically ones related to moving windows around on the desktop. Now, I have found a solution, so mine are no longer doing it. But just to give a description for the people that aren't familiar with this issue, what's been happening is, at least to me, is you'll be opening a couple of windows on the desktop. Like you'll have Firefox open and another window or whatever. And then you go to move one of these windows and it doesn't move smoothly like it is right now. It basically just sticks where it is. It's very laggy, very slow, and it gets real jumpy and just kind of jumps all over the place. It's almost like the redrawing of the graphics just aren't happening. And I know a lot of people have been experiencing this problem based on how many separate posts have been placed into the Launchpad forums. This is a very common problem that a lot of people are having. And I'm happy to announce that I have found a solution to this problem. Before I get into that, though, there is one thing that a lot of people have been doing, and many people have been finding success with it. They install the Compiz Config Settings Manager, and they turn off Sync to VBlank. I already have it installed, but I'll show you how to get to it. You open Ubuntu Software Center, type in Compiz, and there it is, Compiz Config Settings Manager. Install that, then open it up, go to OpenGL, and by default, this function right here, sync to VBlank, that's checked on by default. Uncheck it, restart the system, or log out, log back in, and you may see a increase in graphics performance that way. In my case, doesn't make any difference either way. And I am running the proprietary drivers. I have the proprietary ATI drivers installed, as you can see. So, anyhow, if that fails to work, there is another solution. I just happened to find this by chance today, about 2 hours ago. I have the page bookmarked. Here in the Launchpad forums, if it'll ever load, there you go. This user right here, Daniel Van Vout, has fixed the problem for us. Basically, what he's done is he's taken Compiz, because this problem lives in Compiz. He's applied some hacks to it, a couple of tweaks to it, and he's pretty much fixed the problem himself. And he's created his own PPA where we can download his hacked, fixed version of Compiz to your system. So you just add this PPA here and update the system and restart, and there you go. If you don't know how to add a PPA, it's easy. I'll show you the easy point and click method. You can do it through terminal by typing in sudo app get add PPA and then entering the PPA. But just highlight the PPA. It's these bold letters right here. PPA, PPA semicolon, Compiz, right there. Copy that, go to your system settings, system settings. Go down to the bottom to software sources. Go over to the second tab, other software, and click add. Paste that line here and click on add source. I'm not going to do it again because it's already in there. So once you do that, just update your system, because after you do that, you will have some new updates, and then it'll be ready to go. You just reboot and the problem will be solved. However, since this is not a supported PPA, you won't be able to install them through your normal updater through here. They're not going to work through here because you actually have to give yourself super user privileges in order to install this only because it's not a supported source. So what you do after you put the PPA in there, you open up terminal and you want to enter two commands. You're going to start with sudo apt get update. Then it's going to ask you for your password, and that's going to run. It usually only takes a few seconds, and when that's done, you go back in and type in sudo apt get upgrade and enter that. And nothing happened because I have already done this. There's nothing more to be installed. On your system, it probably will install a couple of pieces of software. Might take about 3 minutes, maybe less. Once you have that installed, just type in exit, reboot the system, and your Windows will now move nice and smoothly, just like these, without hanging up, without jumping around. And that annoying problem that's been plaguing your desktop will be gone. Thanks for watching. Hope it works for you.